A very interesting session today. We are discussing on behind every failed marriage, and this is going to be the part 2. We're just going to continue from where we stopped last week. We want to know what is causing the failed marriages that we are going through, what is happening to people, why why are marriages failing. Now, this is a discussion. And I would love your contribution. I would also love to hear from you. Let's talk. I have Osiagu. Thank you so much. Hi, God bless you, Osiagu. Femi, female king 23. God bless you. Kingsley, God bless you. Magdon, thank you. Oh, just call me Ada. You are blessed in Jesus' name. Thank you. I'll see all you do. And I hope you join me today. Just call me Ada. If you want to be live with me, you can request. And look at me. I haven't even gone live in other platforms. So, yes. Thank you so much. From Facebook, FAX, thank you. Now, please, if you can, therapeutic voice, thank you. If you can hear me, I would like you to just let me know you're hearing me. Let me also try and see. Let me see. If you can hear me, please let me know you can hear me, please. I want to be sure that I'm audible enough. Let me know you can hear me, please. Okay. Yeah, I'm audible enough. So, thank you for joining. Those joining on TikTok, I just want to say thank you so much for joining. User 7 blah Eda. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I'm just waving at everybody. From Facebook too, I'm just waving at you. God bless you. Thank you. JT12, thank you for joining me. Billy C97, thank you for joining. Charity 201, thank you for joining. Yes, we can hear you. Okay, thank you. Unbreakable Mind. Oh. My one and only Unbreakable. God bless you. God bless you. Emerald. So, yes, thank you. Now, I'm going to be watching out for requests. We're starting now. I'm going to be watching out for requests. If you're requesting me, you want to join me on this session, let us discuss. Now, I understand some people are trying to request me on TikTok. Please, if you're also on Instagram, please request me on Instagram. That's where I can accept your request. Other than that, if you're watching from other platform, yeah, hi. Thank you so much, John Ozo. God bless you. Thank you. If you're watching from other platform, please, I would like you to just listen to what we're doing. But if you want to speak to me, you want to be live on this session, please come to Instagram and request me. Also, I think the way I'm seeing the involvement on TikTok, I think one day I will just keep a day and we'll do the TikTok only live discussion. So, going back to the topic we were discussing last week, behind every failed marriage. Now, I had some guests last week and I was asking them, does marriages fail? And, who is behind, what causes marriage to fail? Does marriage itself fail or something? And some say, yes, marriages fail. And, last week I had only the men on this session. So I am believing that this week I'm going to have a woman too, because the men just tried to finish us last week. The man was just everywhere, just saying all the bad things that the women are doing and trying to make it look like marriages fail because of just the women, And yes, I would like to also know where some of you are joining from. Please help me share this video if you're on Facebook, on TikTok, just and on Instagram. Just invite your friends. And I am, going live from United States of America. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and we have a very beautiful weather today. So shout out to everybody. I see my beloved daughter, Accessory. Oh God, she has been awesome. Access bleach accessories, right? I just know her as Lily Moore. She's been awesome. She sells beautiful jewelry and she's been sharing my life and all. I'm waiting to see you. You're in US, so I'm hoping to see you tomorrow in church. And I love you. God bless you. So last week now, the men were just talking, like the women are the ones responsible for marriages that did not work. You know, and I had just men because I wanted to hear them out. You know, after the discussion, somebody said, you know, you need to hear more from men because they are really hurting, especially the men in America. They are really hurting. And I said, okay, if I have any of them today, I would accept and hear more because let it not look like I was just trying to, you know, I was trying to stand against them. No, I'm in the middle in all this. There has to be a middleman to resolve issues. So if you start picking sides, you will not actually, you know, bring the solution that you're supposed to. So last week we have so many men, you know, women. And I asked some were even angry. You know, one even go turn and say, madam. I say, calm down. Marriages, I was asking, so what happens and why marriages fail? They said it's the women that are breaking marriages, and they said it's the system in US, that the American system is what is pushing women to break their marriages because they understand that when a marriage, you know, packs up in America, the woman takes everything and leaves the man with nothing, including the system. So they said the marriages are breaking because of the government. And I said, no, the government don't come to your house and tell you to leave your wife or tell you to leave your husband. It is your behaviors that ended the marriage. And that is what we're going to be discussing today. We're going to go deeper, you know, into how we can actually destroy our marriages. And no matter how beneficial the government seems, it is not better than being in a marriage. Actually, it's not better than being in your marriage. And marriages don't fail. It is people that actually fail to make marriages work. Marriage itself is an institution. It's there. Whether you like it or not, the marriage institution is there. It's been ordained by God. Nothing takes it away. But you and I have a contributing factor to either bring it down or keep it standing. So marriages don't fail. No marriage fail. It is people that actually fail to make the marriage work. And that's what I told them yesterday. And when I said it yesterday, everybody was shouting, oh, this, oh, that. You know, if you want to join me on this live, you can request me. I'm sorry, I can't accept the request on TikTok. Let me say it again. Please come to Instagram if you want to join me, okay? And if you want to join me live on Instagram, you can request me. And now I'm seeing official Inena Igwe. Inena Igwe, if you want to be on this discussion, you can request me and be on this discussion with me. And I'm going to accept the request. So let's get back to the foundation of marriage, the biblical marriage. What is God saying about marriage? What is God saying about marriage? Is God actually interested in marriage? Is God actually interested in marriage? Yes, God is interested in marriage. That is why He is the originator of marriage. Yes, God started the whole thing called marriage. He is the one who gave Eve to Adam. Now, I'm going to get there. Eve was not in the initial plan of God. That's the truth. He had even created the animals. He had created everything before Eve. You know, He had created everything before He created Eve. Now, Eve was an aftermath because he felt like, okay, Adam needed somebody now. Adam needed help. And then he said, okay, I am going to make a helpmate for Adam. That was when he created Eve to be what? To be a helpmate for Adam. So yes, God is interested in marriage. And that is why He created the institution of marriage. Everything. Sorry. Before Eve. So how do you not think that something that God is interested in, He will be happy it just get destroyed? Look at the divorce rates today. Everybody is getting divorced, forgetting that God is a part of this thing. The Bible in Genesis 2 verses 24 said, therefore a man shall leave what? His father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one. That is what marriage is. In marriage, there's oneness. When you get married, you have now become one. There is nothing like my own, your own, or this or that. The both of you has become one. Adam's future ended with Eve. Mazi, Mazi, Mazi. Now, I want to bust your bubbles. Join me, Mazi, and I'm going to tell you that no, Eve future actually ended with Adam and not the other way around. If you want to join me, and I'm going to let you know how. So somebody is commenting on Instagram that Adam's future ended with Eve. No, Adam's future did not end with Eve. Do you know how? Yes. Everything was perfect before Eve was created. You people have started. Okay, I'm having another. Yeah, you people are harassing me now. I'm gonna answer you. Everything was perfect before Eve was created. No, if everything was perfect before Eve was created, there would be no reason to create Eve. Adam's life was very imperfect and very incomplete. That is why Eve was created. I don't know what is happening. I'm seeing some requests here. Charity Zoba. I don't know. I'm trying to accept you. It's not accepting. For some reason, are you sure that it's not your this thing? The problem is that they play the game. Okay, the question is today, marriage are the based on godly foundation. Unable to join charity, the problem is that they play the game, the blame game. Do you see the way he started by playing the blame game on Eve? Yes, I was going to come to that. So now, yes. Charity request to be on your live. Charity, I'm trying to accept your request, go live with charity, but it's saying you're unable to join. You have to do something about your settings. Now, let me tell you, Adam's life or dreams or destiny did not end with Eve. If you read your Bible in Genesis 3, verses 6, Adam never asked for. No. Are you saying that in Cain said Adam never asked for a helper? Now, are you saying that Adam knew better than God? God saw the loneliness in Adam. He was nothing without Eve. Adam was broke. Adam was lonely without Eve. People go into marriage with faulty minds. Some people even destroy their marriage before it even started. God bless you, my beloved. Just call me. You're right. Now I'm trying to accept people. I don't know why it's not accepting. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think you have to do something. Choose about. You have to do something. It's not about a blame game. It's women take accountability for their actions. Yes, thank you. Men too should take accountability for their actions. Now I'm going to come there. Do you know that what Adam needed to simply do was take responsibility for his actions, but he did not? And that's the blame game he tried to shift on God. Adam did not even try to shift the blame game on just God. He tried to shift the blame game on both Eve and God. Now, do you want me to tell you how Adam was at fault? Adam actually brought the downfall of Eve. Eve did not bring the downfall of Adam. Let me tell you how. Now, when God created everything, the command of do not eat the fruit in the middle was given to Adam and not Eve. Eve was not created when that commandment was given to Adam. Adam was the one who knew what God had said about the fruit in the middle. God had even created the animals before Eve. Eve came last. If you read your Bible, you know. Eve came last. Now, God had told Adam, you see this fruit, the day you eat it, you will die. Don't eat it. Then later, Eve was created from Adam when God saw that Adam needed help. And Eve came, a woman as Eve. Adam told Eve, look, God said we should not eat from this fruit. Oh. It was Adam. Hold on. What was her discussion with the serpent? Yes, I'm coming there. It was Adam that told Eve that don't eat from this fruit. This is what God said. God never spoke to Eve directly. He spoke to Adam, his son, whom he first created. Now, the serpent spent so much time, spent hours convincing Eve to eat the fruit. The serpent was saying, Eve said, no, God said if you eat it, this will happen. The serpent said, no, you will get wisdom. But guess what? Adam was there. while Eve was discussing with the serpent. That is the kind of husband most of you are. Adam, the Bible in verse 6 said, when Eve ate the apple, she gave it to the husband who was with her, not the husband she had to look for. Where is Adam? The man was with her. So now you on the comment section talking, tell me, why was Adam there with Eve and allowing Eve to speak to the serpent while he was there? Why did he not stop the communication when he knew that God had told him, as the master planner, as the first man created, that don't eat from those foods? Why was Adam there watching Eve? What was his plans? You know, we can judge Adam in so many ways. We can say Adam was actually waiting for Eve to be set up and thrown out of the garden. We can actually say, come from that perspective. If you guys are planning to, aiming to blame just Eve here, I'm talking to the man. Oh. If Adam was there, as the Bible told us, that she gave it to the man that was with her. The man was with her. So Adam and Eve was there. Adam was listening to the conversation. Adam did not say anything. Do you know that what Adam just needed to do in that garden was to tell Eve that stop communicating with the serpent? But he did not do it. He was actually waiting to set up Eve, probably. He was actually tired of Eve, maybe. He felt, okay, if this one happened, God come, they will drive Eve away. Yes, I'm accepting you, Unbreakable. I'm accepting you, Dreamlight. Don't come and shout here, because today I would, if you shout, don't shout. We're having this communication. Just calm down. If you shout now, we're talking Bible. So let's go there. So just wait. So Adam, according to the Bible, was there. God bless you. Adam did not do anything. That is how most of you are. You are there when your wife is being deceived. You did not do anything. Do you know that there are so many men in the lives of women today, they are absent, yet they are present? They will tell you, I have been there for her. I give her everything. I provide everything. But you are absent in her life. She is lonely. She is falling every day. She is going through the torments every day. The serpent is tormenting her every day. Yet you are there. But you are not doing anything. Sometimes you're probably waiting for her to be destroyed so you can push her out of your life. That is what Adam did. The whole thing to me was a setup. Because I can tell you that my husband cannot stay and stand with me and somebody is talking nonsense in my ears. And my husband waits. Imagine, Adam waited after the serpent deceived. No, that fruit was hungry in Adam too. He too wanted to eat from that fruit. He waited after the serpent, and he waited until Eve even collected the fruits and ate. Haba. No, let's talk about it. People are saying that Adam was fine before Eve came and Eve destroyed Adam. No, stop it. Adam destroyed Eve. Eve did not destroy Adam, because the commandment was given to Adam, not Eve. And he waited, and the serpent spoke to Eve while he listened. Adam was there. He heard the whole conversation. He waited. Eve collected the fruits, put a bite, and he waited. Watch Eve eat it. Because he knew that the moment Eve had eaten that thing, it's condemnation. Now, guess the trick he was trying to play. He felt, well, Eve has eaten and has given to me, I've eaten. If God comes, I'll tell God, it's the woman you gave to me. Therefore, the punishment will go to Eve. Because, of course, two has become one. So he felt, well, the woman you gave to me. He was trying to use that to also outsmart God. Look at the allegation. He didn't even say, I am sorry, my wife and I has eaten. No, he called his wife, the woman you gave to me. No responsibility, no remorse. Hate for the woman. Hate for the woman that was with him. That's what I see. Is the kind of husband we have today. The kind of husband that shifts the blame game on the wife. The kind of husband that waits for their wife to fall and then they push them out. Now, you see this thing I just said is in both ways, Yes, Frank Juliet. So he can put the blame on her. And that is what most men do. Always putting the blame on women. Yes. Do you know why Adam was punished? Do you know why? Some of you will say, if God was just, why did he punish Adam? He punished Adam even more than Eve, because it was Adam's responsibility to care for Eve. It was Adam's responsibility to direct Eve. It was Adam's responsibility to make those decisions for Eve. It was Adam's responsibility to hold Eve and take her away from the serpent and said, stop it, don't listen to the serpent. It was Adam's responsibility to make sure that Eve does not eat the fruit, but he waited and watched Eve eat the fruit. And that is why he was even punished with the punishment of labor. God did not punish Eve so much. Oh. Woman normally with the born pikin could go through labor. But look
let
at
me point. Can I point out something,
You can.
prophetess? Okay. The punishment of labor, which was that, okay, so if you look at the Bible closely and you study the Bible, it looks like the earth in itself already you did not need to till the earth. The earth just created its crops
Yes.
by itself and everything.
Yes, God punished the earth because of Adam.
God cursed the earth, which affects both man and woman.
He did not.
However,
He did not punish Adam.
okay,
He
so
did
let
not.
me
I'm
point
sorry. He did not curse Adam. He cursed
the earth.
the soil
The earth, yeah.
and said,
So
for this you have done, you have to till from this soil. It will be hard for you
yes,
to. It will be hard for the soil to bring out. Yes.
yeah. So, but here's the thing I want to point out, and I'm going to point this out. There's a belief system that people have, and I think that the belief system is very interesting. If you want a man who is like Adam, who had that kind of a job, because nobody in the earth has ever had a job like Adam anymore, that kind of a job, which no man in earth could handle such a job, he's not going to be there for you 24/7.
God bless you.
He's not going to be there for you 24/7
Thank you.
to watch you, the way you do things, and the life you live.
I'm asking you a question. Was Adam there when Eve was being deceived and when she ate the fruit?
He was not there. He was busy doing the job he was given. He was
there.
not there.
The
He was
Bible
not there. And the best part of the story is
Eve
he wasn't
gave
there.
the
He
fruit
was
to
not
the
there.
man
He
that
was
was with
never
him.
there.
Okay,
He was
open
not
your
there.
Bible to Genesis 3 verse
He
6.
was not there at all.
Okay, you are just saying it that he was not there.
Let me finish, prophetess. It's after she finished her dealings with the serpent that she came to Adam. However, here's the thing. The idea, and this is, I'm going to say something that is very strong today. The idea that I'm your husband doesn't mean that me and you will have the same judgment on the final day. So a woman is responsible for her actions and her decisions. The idea that I will stand in for you on judgment day is a lie. I won't.
Nobody stands
You must be
in for
matured
each
as a
other.
woman. Listen, you must be matured as a woman to do the right thing and to make you're not a baby. You're not a small child that will be excused on every decision and thing that you do. You should be matured enough to know what is right and what is wrong, or don't step into marriage in the first place. Because there'll be times like what happened in Adam's case where I'll be absent. If I've traveled and people are coming to my house to do things into my house or do things, you should be able to give answers and to do actions that will show that the same thing would have happened if I was there. That's part of why you're my wife. Is if people isolate you to talk to you, your philosophy is the same philosophy as my philosophy. My philosophy is the same as what you will say. So this idea, this childish thing of we have to monitor you and be around you to avoid you falling into sin, is it means you're not matured enough to even live on this earth. You're a fully grown woman. You're 30 years old. You're 40 years old. All this babying, I have to baby you so that in case the serpent meets you. What is that about?
No.
What is that about?
Are you done?
And let me keep quiet so the prophetess, you can talk because it's your show.
Okay. So now, nobody is saying a woman should be babysat or you need to babysit your wife. No. But do you know that a marriage where decisions are made together is better than a marriage where everybody makes their own decision? A marriage where a failure is our failure is better than a marriage where your failures is my failure, your failure. The both of you has become one. If I fail, you fail. Because whatever affects, some of us today, we still don't understand. And, some of us has drifted so much from God. And that's why we don't even understand the things that are happening in our marriages these days. When the wife mess up, it's her mess up. When the husband messes up, it's his mess up. No. God taught us something from the creation by punishing both people. He tried to let us know that, no, your mess up is his mess up, and his mess up is your mess up. So whether you like it or not, when something happens to your wife in a marriage, you both take responsibilities for it. And that is why you be vigilant in your marriage to make sure that the serpent don't speak to your wife, and you, the man, the woman, to make sure that the serpent don't speak to your husband. This serpent comes in so many forms, and let me tell you, Adam was there when Eve spoke to the serpent. The Bible did not say that she looked for the man and gave him the fruit. It said she gave it to the man who was with her. I have read that Bible in so many translations, even in Latin and everything, because I was curious about it. I was asking questions. Was he actually there? I know so many times my husband is my deliverer. There's so many times he has delivered me from so many things, both physical and spiritual. That is what marriage is. The man, you are the deliverer of the wife, but you don't assume that position. You have decided to abandon the wife and do something else, forgetting that she's an easy vessel. The woman is a weaker vessel. Even the Bible told us that the woman is a weaker vessel, meaning all these men that are trying to come today, meaning the woman can easily be flawed, not the man. And you know what the devil does? The devil understands that when the woman is down, the man becomes affected as well. And you're laughing because your partner has come. Now,
No, prophetess, why I'm laughing is our last session went viral because of him. He made it go viral. So I'm just laughing because of that. My brother, you're welcome. How are you?
How you doing, brother? With you,
Cool, man. It went
Mama,
viral, madam. It went viral. The whole people were calling me from all around the
Mama,
world because of the last
Mama,
session.
Mama. What you just said now just raised my libido. That's why I had to come up. I said I wasn't going to come up.
no, how can you
I
say
disagree
no?
with you. I completely disagree with you, Mama. Today I'm not going to shout because they said I shout a lot. First
Me
off,
too. They said I shout. They
let's
said we were
go. Let's
shouting.
go. Let me take you
I like
back
this
to history,
gentleman that I'm seeing today. You know one thing about change, and I'm so grateful. I am believing
Mama.
that as you guys follow me in this journey, there will be change. Your hearts too will be changed.
Mama.
You'll begin to see life. See, the
Yeah,
main
good.
purpose for this thing is to change lives, so to
Mama,
transform people. So you begin to see things
Mama.
on a different light. And I
Mama, I'm
believe that
not.
we're getting there.
I'm
Last week
not.
you were
I
here, you
want
were
to hit.
shouting.
I want
Him
to
too.
hit
But
the
see
nail
how
on the
gentle you
head.
people are
Mama,
today.
Mama, wait,
Laughing and
Mama, no,
talking
no, no,
gently.
no,
This
no,
is what I like.
Mama, Mama, big Mama. Let me start by saying the apple that Eve ate was not apple; it was sex. Let's hit the nail on the head. First of all, that's why I
It's
came
very
up.
correct.
You were rising my
It's very correct.
libido. That's
It's
why I
very,
didn't
very,
want to
very
say
correct.
anything. I didn't want to come up today. I'm not really in
It's
the
very
mood,
correct.
I have. What
Explain to
Eve
me
ate,
how it
Mama,
was
wait,
sex.
wait, wait. And I'm going to take you from the past to
Who
the
did she have
present.
it with?
She
With
had
Adam.
sex.
She had it with
Hello,
Adam,
can you hear
obviously,
me?
right?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Hello?
I can
Hey,
hear you.
network. The, she had sex with the serpent. The serpent, if you do your history very well, Mama, the serpent was a like man creation
This
with
guy is
the
an
skin of
intelligent
diamond,
man.
in which the devil
He's an
possessed
intelligent man.
and he seduced Eve. Now, if you
This
go
guy is an
into
intelligent
history,
man. That's
you will
true.
see a picture of a female figure sleeping with the devil. It's right there. If you do your history very well, it's not Apple. The Bible did not want to put that sexual content the same way the Bible has been encrypted and some text messages has been hidden, not to put it out there. You
So she
understand?
had
It's
sex
not Apple.
with this
Pastor,
serpent
Yes.
and gave the
Now
sex
Pastor,
to
let me bring
Adam.
you. Let me now hold on, Mama. Let me now bring you to the modern days from what I said. Now, when you are married as a man, you said what was Adam doing? Adam might be working. Adam might be hustling to provide for his family. Yes, no problem. And guess what? The serpent now comes through somebody, another man, to possess that man to talk to your wife. And now your wife will now fall and be deceived for that man and follow that man, which will
Somebody
lead
is
to the
asking where
destruction.
is Adventure of Loving. Sorry, he's asking where is officially named Naigwe. I can
That
hear
is
you.
where you now see marriages crumble because the woman now listens to the man that the devil has possessed. Are you getting me? and the woman will now ruin her marriage because of the what? The temptation, the offers. Devil brings offers. Devil will offer you the sweetest deal. The man will come. I will give you the best life. Your husband is useless. He's not giving you attention. He's not giving you love. He's not providing for you. And that is where women will now fall because, and you've forgotten that that man has been there since day one. Adam has been there since day one. But because of you are used to Adam, he's no longer interesting, he's now boring. You now listen to the devil, you now fall
Yeah,
victim,
it's correct.
and that is weird. That is how the whole scenario happened. Women are
If Eve
deceived.
Pastor,
slept with a serpent, why was Adam punished?
Pastor,
Why was Adam punished? Because he was supposed to be aware.
Okay.
He was aware.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That don't eat from that apple. The devil,
So
why
how
was,
did he
hold on,
join? Why
mama,
why he join for the
wait.
sin?
Hold on. Why was the devil kicked out of heaven? Number one, because he was jealous and he wanted to become God. So guess what he did? He came to earth and stained the creation of man by passing knowledge that men are not supposed to know to
Mm-hmm. That
men.
was
Go
true.
and look at the fallen angels. Every fallen angels pass down knowledge. That's why you have the Nephilims. Women were
that's right.
mating with
Sleeping with the
angels,
angels, yes,
That's
and they were
right.
giving back
not
to
men,
giants.
Giants,
not man.
giants,
Mama,
yeah,
do your history very well.
I know
I
what you're
didn't
very
give
saying.
correct. This
exactly.
guy
I
is
That
right.
is
know
where
about the fallen
you
angels.
find the
That's why we have
cyclops
all the
and all
spiritual
that.
husbands.
I'm
One day
not
I'm going
going
to
to
talk
go
about
there.
that.
I'm
Yes.
not going to go there. Men did not
I'm
mate. It
asking
was women.
you one simple
Mama,
question. Why
wait,
was Adam
Mama,
pushed
wait,
out if
Mama,
Eve was the
wait,
one that slept
Mama,
with the serpent,
wait.
according to
Now,
you?
the apple they ate. This is my point because I don't like repeating myself. The apple they ate was sex, and that was why women began producing offsprings of angels. That's why you find the giants, the Nephilims, and
Are you
all that.
talking
That was the
from
sin.
Adam? You're talking about
I'm talking
for women?
about Eve,
Uh-huh.
the sin of Eve. But because Adam was the head, Adam was the one giving instruction. That was why he was punished.
So do you not accept that if your wife falls, you too, you get punished?
Mm-mm.
Mama,
No.
the,
Mm-mm.
no,
Mm-mm. No.
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 So why was
I
Adam
am not,
punished?
you will
I'm not
not
trying to
Mm-mm.
make
argue
me,
with your own
listen,
ideology. I've
Pastor,
told you what the Bible said, but you're bringing your own
Mm-mm.
the
theoretical
Pastor,
this
one
thing.
thing I
So,
have
but
Pastor,
learned
your
is,
own theoretical belief still falls down to Adam was punished because he is the head. Why?
listen, he is the head. He was the one created in God's image, not Eve. He was created in God's image, the man, not the woman. But
no, no, you're wrong here. You're wrong
because
here.
God knew he was lonely, every
No,
other
no, 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 no,
species.
no, 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 no. No, you are very wrong here. With all due respect.
Go ahead, let me listen to you,
Okay,
brother.
they. Once, I mean, sorry. Good evening.
Good
When the
evening.
Bible said created in the image of God. So that image has nothing to do with gender. I mean, with all due respect, okay.
Go
So
ahead.
when they say created in the image and in the likeness of God, it has nothing to do with gender. What the Bible specifically meant there was humanity.
Okay,
Humanity. Yeah.
okay.
So
Let me
so
bust your head.
so
When the Son of Man was created, what gender did he come in with?
that's all. Yeah, the problem and I dealing with. The
No,
point
no,
is
no, no,
that
no, no. Because I want to speak in fact. When we Christians, we believe that Jesus Christ is the
okay,
Son
okay,
of
okay,
God.
okay, 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 okay,
What
okay, okay.
gender was he
Okay,
born?
continue.
Was he a male or a female?
Okay, now see here,
Okay,
why Jesus came as a man was
okay.
because of this particular fact. Jesus came here, Jesus came as a man as to represent.
Phil, I can see your comments. Yes, they are wrong, but yeah, they're wrong. It wasn't sex; it was an apple. Thank you. I can see your comments. Yes.
Jesus came as a man, Pastor, please. Jesus came as a man because of Adam, who failed as the first man. Do you understand? Okay, who failed as a first man. However, uh, 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 you know, uh, he now became the second man created, but not creation per se. I don't know if you're understanding me, but not creation per se, because he was God. No one could do the job except him. No one could do that. I mean, no one could do the job of redemption, human redemption, except him, the second man, the second Adam. So that's just my own point of view.
Let's not drift to Adam. I was just trying to make an illustration because of the comments that I saw where somebody said Eve was the reason why Adam was kicked out. But I hope I have passed my message that no, they were both responsible for what had happened in the in the Garden of Eden. If they were not both responsible, God is not unjust. The both of them will not be pushed out. But because destinies, when you get married, are intertwined, the Bible says you become one. And imagine, what are you guys thinking when God says that he put Adam to sleep and took out what? A part of his rib to create Eve. That is, and from man, woman was made, and Adam mentioned and named woman from the man. He said, because from me she has come out of. So you take responsibility for both actions, and this is not just for the man. I can't hear you.
Let me educate your audience today. What was the punishment given to Adam? The punishment, you said it's not sex, it was apple, right? Fine. But let me educate you today. When that offense was committed, the punishment given to Adam was, you shall labor for your daily bread. And the punishment given to the woman, Eve, is that you shall labor for your offspring. When you give birth, you shall labor, the pain of labor. Let us not be lost. Information is the key, Mama. The Bible says people
I know what
perish.
you're saying. And the woman, yes, the
Mama, wait.
serpent shall bruise your heel, you shall bruise
Perish
your head.
people perish due to lack of knowledge. If it was just apple that somebody ate, right? Why would the punishment result to when child labor is being impacted? And why is it that whenever a child is born, that child is unclean?
We men don't have that power, but women do. Women have the propensity to sleep with either men, fallen angels, or Satan himself. Because witchcraft, when you hear what is a witch is a bride of Satan. Women have the propensity to sleep with anything possible. That we can agree on, because the Bible shows us that even fallen angels, women could interact with fallen angels, women can interact with the serpent, women can interact with men. For some strange reason, they have the ability to sleep with anything on that level. You understand? So we can agree on that.
Okay. I'm going to take one person off the live. I think Mazim Kim will still be here. I have some questions he has not answered.
I will go down. But before I go down, I want to state something. I'm going to go down because I didn't want to come up today, Mama. I want you to also realize that in the modern world that we live in today, right? Women, as a gender, the man does not know when the wife goes out to cheat. The wife will not tell the man that she's going out to cheat. Are you getting me? She does it
Why
and
does the
hides
woman
it.
cheat?
We're not going to go into
No,
that
no, no. I'm
factor right now.
asking you a
You
question.
are
The
the,
last
you
time
are
you
the,
came on my life, you said the man cheats because of the woman. Now I have a question. Why does the woman cheat?
Women cheat because of emotional situations. They're
I
emotional.
am not a
Why? Why do they get to
I
the
am not
emotional
a woman.
situations?
The
Excuse me,
emotional
Leslie.
situation for the sake of the women is that they have this
I
illusion of that everything will always be better
I
out
am
there.
not a
It's an
woman,
illusion.
and I cannot answer that question. But the only answer I can give you is because women are so emotional, and if they don't find happiness, which is fleeting, they go elsewhere to find it.
Thank you. So why
Okay?
should they not find the happiness?
Happiness comes from inside you.
Hold on, brother.
It comes from, it's not.
Hold on now. Happiness is an illusion. Happiness is fleeting. Happiness is a drug. It is not certain. Okay? You cannot be happy forever.
Okay.
That one thing
I
that
have a
makes,
question to ask you before you go.
yes, man.
Do you know or would you agree that there are so many women in marriages that are unhappy because of the man?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are. And likewise the same for men. Okay? But you as an individual need to find happiness within before you go into a union. You as a woman or as a man have to build and heal and encourage yourself. Because if you go into a union, you have to be certain that you're giving your 100%. Okay? So if two people are both hurt and going through shit, they're not going to give their 100% because they are hurt. So happiness is, within themselves. If a woman is unhappy in her marriage, she has to find happiness in that marriage and make it work. If the man
The
is unhappy,
man makes the woman happy, the woman makes the woman happy. I'm trying to let you guys understand that marriage complements each other. That's where
mama,
we should get to.
mama,
That in marriage, we complement each other.
if you are not happy within, you
And I'm
cannot
going to
give,
tell you that so many
what
bitterness,
you don't have.
hold on, so many bitterness is in the hearts of so many women as a result of how they are being treated by their men. I
Okay.
have counseled hundreds of people, and these women are suffering because of the man's attitude towards them, just as I've counseled hundreds of men, and it's the same thing. That's my job. And I can tell you that if the both of them can complement each other, we'll have a happy home. Now I'm
Mama,
going
you
to take you
cannot.
Let me,
down because I have so many other requests that I will take. I'm going to take, let me see the request that I have. Okay, I have two women here. Mazi, also, yeah, I'm going to take you down too, since you've been here from the beginning, so I can take women up. Dreamlight. Later, since you're on the life,
You
I
have
can
to bring
ask you
me
to
up
up.
because women will come in and say things that are just so out of it. They will say things that are just.
Are you taking me out,
Do you have
So you
something
should.
Pastor?
to say?
She's gonna leave the one that won't be able to talk.
You're not
Leave
taking me.
somebody that can defend the men
Why
in
would you
this
take me
story.
out? I've not
She's
even
going
said
to leave the
anything.
one that
I was
came
just
up,
listening to
and
you.
they will come up
Okay,
and say things
I
that
mean, it
okay,
are just out
doesn't
of it.
really make
okay, it's
Leave the
sense,
one
you
that
okay.
know.
has
This is
Okay,
logic.
stay on the
conversation,
line.
Leave the one that has
okay?
logic
This is
to say.
conversation. Happy New Woman,
Okay,
huh?
stay on
I
the
mean,
line.
we are here to argue
You
reasons,
people want
okay? We are here to
to
pick.
wait, hold on.
We are,
Hold on.
no, no, no,
I
no, no, no.
thought I thought my
Pastor Ewoli,
beloved
Pastor,
Dreamline
please.
has requested though. The way you
Pastor
want
Ewoli,
that you cannot take me out because somebody will come and say what I don't want.
yes, now we are here to argue reasons, to listen to each other. I mean, it's called conversation.
Okay, all right.
You know,
We are good.
so
The other
you know,
lady that
one
was
is
trying to
right, one
join,
is wrong.
just still stay here with me later before the end of the this thing I'm gonna okay. Uh um Expensive lover. God bless you. How are you doing?
I'm all right, and you?
An
I'm
expensive
good. So
lover.
I have
Chineke mara ya
men
ebe.
on this life, and we're talking about behind every failed marriage. So the men most times are trying to shift marriages fail because of the women. And they came last week. I know you've probably watched the video if you have, and look at what they said. But what do you have to say, about failed marriages, and what do you think it's, or who do you think is behind those failed marriages?
Hey, we lost her.
Oh, she's gone. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, Mazi, I think you should tell me too. What do you think is behind those failed marriages?
Okay, who is Pastor Dokola? The thing is that just as my brothers, I think I listened to. Sorry, I have to really, really navigate so
Okay.
as to get my points very clear. I was listening to her to his previous videos with you. So I mean, there were some things he said. There were some points he made. Now I want to say something. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Okay. I mean, let's come from the biblical point of view. Marriage is is a beautiful thing. However, most of the things that are happening, most of the shenanigans that are happening in the marriage today starts from when, what they call in the Christian morality, courtship, or dating. Do you understand? Because whatever you tolerate now during dating, you will see it 10 times plus when you get married. Okay, the contemporary marriage is filled with I'm going to be very constructive. However, I may say some things that may seem very insulting. So I really, 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 really beg everybody's, anybody's, respect, please. I'm not, I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but I just want to, as an, now. Okay, now let me say what I want to say. The contemporary marriage, is filled with individuals, both male and female, okay, who are only old. They just discovered that they are only old, and they are, how do I say it now? The marriage we are experiencing now is just between two individuals who feel that they are already old. They are 36, they are 37, and there is a social, and again, there is a societal pleasure on them to get married. So people enter into different families thinking to build homes. They are not building homes, they are just building families.
Okay.
Okay, they are just building families because home and the family is not the same. There are there are dichotomies. It's a bit that there is a beautiful dichotomy between a home and a family. Okay, so the problem with the contemporary marriage is that people don't really know what they
Expensive
want. People don't
lover,
know
you
what they
said
want.
bring me up. I'm trying to accept your request. I don't know. Just wait. Probably when somebody leaves again. I'm also trying to accept USM logistic. It's not coming up. I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so people don't know what they want. They enter there with expectation, and and the thing will fail them. So they think that that they are not being happy. Happiness comes from inside. I love what my brother said previously. Happiness comes from the inside. You don't buy happiness in the market. It comes within. So if you are not happy as a single woman, you can never be happy as a wife. If you're not happy as a single woman, you can never be happy as a married woman. And again, you don't have to look for marriage. Marriage will find you if you know who
Let me
you
tell
are.
you, if a single woman is not happy and gets married, that is when she should be happy. Because there are so many reasons
Hey, nah,
why
hey,
a
nah,
person
no,
Jesus
nah,
should
hey,
Christ,
no, nah,
Jesus
hey,
Christ,
hey, Pastor
yes.
Japalan
Jesus
Kojo, nah,
Christ,
hey.
If a
Jesus
single woman is
Christ.
not happy and she marries a good man, that is when she will be
Uh-uh,
happy.
uh-uh,
There are
uh-uh.
so many
No,
things
no.
that plagues you as a single woman. So many things, so many struggles. When you get married, that is when happiness can come. Let me tell you, happiness is a reflection. It's like a light. If you carry your darkness and enter a room where there is light, that light is supposed to shine on that darkness and the darkness disappears.
Prophetess,
But the
Happiness
lady's
is
coming with
darkness.
prophetess,
darkness
prophetess,
If
reading.
let me,
you who is
my
the
brother, give me a
man,
moment.
if you are the man and you carry lights, and a single woman comes in there, your light,
No,
your
no,
happiness
No,
reflects on
no,
her.
that's not
no,
right,
no,
And
Prince.
no,
but if
no,
you
no,
have
Pastor,
you're
no, no,
able to
no, no,
carry
no, no,
darkness
no, no.
through, you
I
Prophetess,
don't
feel
agree
or
with
you
you. No,
continue
no,
to
sorry.
subject her to that
no,
unhappiness.
no,
Now,
no,
I wrote down so many things that the man should do, which the man does not do anymore.
no,
Okay,
no.
But okay,
one. No, no, no.
let me
Allow her,
bring
please.
somebody up because
Just
I'm not
allow her.
able to bring anybody up again. I'm trying to bring expressive lover. It's not accepting you. I don't know what's happening. Logistics is not accepting you. I don't know what's happening. Official, it's not accepting you. You understand? See, men has forgotten their values, which is the
No,
number one. The
no,
man
that's what it do.
protects the
No,
woman.
No,
Pastor,
Pastor, that's not
no.
what is going on.
No,
Pastor,
hey,
let me push
Pastor,
that. Let me
no,
say
nah,
something.
hey.
Let me say
Nah,
something. Let me
no,
say
Pastor, go
something.
and cook with Yenka.
Let me say
I am taking the
something.
side of the woman. Oh.
Prophetess, let me say something. Prophetess, let me say
Jesus.
something. And I'm going to say something
Pastor,
here
go
this
and cook
morning.
Yenka.
Uh,
No, now,
my guy, hold on, my guy. Prophetess, the thing you
please.
don't understand is the secret list that women carry that they claim this is the list that if it's fulfilled, I'll be happy. It's so
Correct.
varied. It's so varied in today's world. Some women want submissive. A lot of women are going into marriages now looking for submissive men. They want a man that it doesn't matter what I do,
Uh,
just do what I want. It
mm.
doesn't matter how
The
I
man
feel.
not say free.
And if it doesn't go in that way, they come to you unhappy for counseling. They won't tell you the secret side of what they've been looking
Correct.
for. Some women are looking for that they said, after 3 years of my marriage, I should be in a Rolls Royce. A
Correct.
secret list.
No,
That
that
secret
is
list.
not the
Let me tell you,
happiness.
that
See,
secret list, they will never reveal it to a
those
person.
women are not the ones with
No,
sense.
no, we're
You know,
talking about most women have secret lists that they know that if they reveal it, the whole world will descend on them and say, why do you have this secret list in you? If women were looking for simple happiness, like I brought you flowers and you're happy, marriages wouldn't end as they're ending. A lot of
Correct.
women have secret lists. The secret list is by 5 years, I should be in a mansion. If this
Mazi,
happens, they're
Mazin
unhappy.
came. Let me take you out so I can accept a woman because I think this dashboard is still showing where expensive lover left, and I can't. You know, you can't take more than 4. So I
Okay.
have some
You're
requests. Yeah,
welcome. You're very
yeah.
welcome.
All right. Okay. Oh, let me accept somebody now. I just hope I'm able to accept somebody. First of all, by saying you unable to join. So I just hope that, Okay. Yeah. So as we're talking now, there are so many things in marriages that are dead. I'm telling you. Most men, like Adam, they don't pay attention to the wife. Most men are there in their marriages, but it doesn't seem like they are there. I know what I'm saying. Please listen. I'm going to share us some things that the man is expected to do in marriage to make it work. Today is just messed up. I can't even accept all the people I'm having are not. It's not. I don't know why. Sorry. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to, Okay, you came back. I've been trying to accept you since. So let me see if I can also accept UG. UG Logistics. UG Logistics. I'm trying to accept you. I hope you join. So there are so many things that the men are supposed to do in marriages that they don't do anymore. Part of it is, when last did the man take the woman out on a date? I know what I'm saying. Let me tell you this. I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm going to say it. Most men will show so many things and doing dating, but when they get married, everything is dead. Now, when I met my husband, I was in my finals in the university and everything. A young man who has met a young, beautiful woman, he loves her. And finally, I have my life then, I modeled, was in magazines and everything. So I told my husband, I didn't even know he's a pastor. Probably if I knew then, I would not marry him, but God had a calling for me. I'm serious. I told him, and I said, look, if I get married to you, you take me out, or you take me to clubs, or I'll go and sit in a club and all. You're like, US logistic, you cannot join. I'm sorry, I don't know why. He just told me that you can't join. He said, now you don't catch a fine girl now. He doesn't want her to go. Then he said, yes, I'm taking you to anywhere. We'll go. I will travel the world, bring you to US. I'll take you to club. You have fun. Say be pastor, you promise woman, that kind of thing. So now I fell in. I love the guy. I love my husband. And I married him. Do you know till today, this is how many years I've not gone to club. Do you know? Say, if God did not arrest me now and I'm a woman of God, do you know that would be causing problem in my marriage and my husband is not taking me to club? Because before we met, you told me that yes, you're going to take me to club in marriage. And then I got married to you. You have not. Broken promises are part of the reason why marriages fail. Today, I thank God that I'm a woman of God. You won't see me in a club, yes. Sometimes I take my daughters, go and sit down and listen to music, and I eat fish or I eat something, but But what am I saying? Men tend to neglect their wives in marriage. The promises you made proud to marriage, you don't keep them anymore. You don't take this woman on a date. My husband is a very busy person. doing ministry, traveling from here and there. Everything I see is this person who is calling him for problem, deliverance, prophetic, this. If I wasn't arrested to be sold out to that life, she will have marriage. I will have issues in the marriage. And when I start hitting back now, the man will say, oh, I married a demon. No, you did not marry a demon. You only neglected, you were only absent in her life. What, like Adam. Adam was absent in Eve's life. While he was there, he was still absent. You understand what I'm saying? Take your wife out. Buy your wife flowers. When last did you take a flower to your wife and say, my wife, God bless you, my daughter. What's your name? I just accepted a request. Someone probably has
Yeah,
trying to
this is
accept.
Yetunde from USM Logistics.
Oh,
Yes, I have
yay,
to
God bless
use my
you.
personal account. How you doing,
Okay.
man?
Okay. The other one was not accepted. God bless you.
Yes,
Now she has one of the best shipping services in US, is
thank
in
you.
Houston,
Oh
Texas.
wow.
She
Okay.
Thank you.
ships to Nigeria. This is a woman struggling, and some men will come and trash talk women. She ships from Nigeria to US, from US all the way to Nigeria. I even have something I wanted her to ship from Nigeria for me. So you see, I didn't even know this had been discussing with her other business accounts. God
Yes,
bless you,
man.
my dear. God
Thank
bless
you,
you.
man.
So men neglect women. When last did you buy the woman flower? I'm just trying to tell you that in every broken marriage, both parties were responsible. Sometimes you're the man, you're shouting hard. I was there for her. I did this for her. I did that. But you were actually absent. There are certain things that she needed that you were not there. Sometimes the attention. Sometimes the woman just wants you to correct her mistakes. But instead of you to correct her mistake with love, you nailed her with it. You called her a troublesome woman. You called her names. She fell. Instead of you to pick her up, you were hitting her whilst when she fell. That is what is going on in marriage, and it's on both sides. Somebody said, the shipping lady, please drop your shipping information below. So drop it. This is a free advert I have given you.
Thank you, man.
God bless you.
Yes, man.
Now, when last did you compliment her? Look, so many men don't open doors for their wife. My husband don't open door for me. I wanted, sometimes I just wait for him to use style. Like maybe he will open it. Honey, enter car now. Car, let's go. He doesn't do it. But those are some romantic things that me, I like. What will you say about opening door for a woman? Because when I said it, the way he did, he said like this.
No, no. Prophetess. My own issue is this. I'm very, very careful about mixing cultures from another culture with our culture. If a guy grew up in Nigeria, most likely he will not know how to open doors. When we pick up these foreign cultures, it's just like, for example, kneeling down to propose. It's a 16th century culture from ancient Europe that we now mixed up into a thing, and rightfully so that we kneel down to propose and a woman will kick you in the mouth, because that's not our culture. I open doors for women to enter the cars, but if you look at my own stuff, a good half of my life I was born here overseas, and a good half of my life I spent it in Nigeria. So I know. But if a typical guy that came from Port Harcourt or
You people should
Adamawa
stop
State,
mixing courtesy with culture.
can you
It's
say
courtesy. Don't mix courtesy with culture.
the courtesy is not
Certain
even
things
African
are
in nature?
courtesy. That is what makes your marriage sweet.
The courtesy is not even
It
African
doesn't
in
mean you are
nature.
afraid of the woman. The woman, you are still her head. You're still her God. But do you know
Yes,
that
but I'm
even
trying
God
to.
sometimes
Uh,
does things to make us happy?
yeah, but I'm trying
God
to
gave
point
us
out.
his son. We
Yes,
didn't give him our own.
yes, prophetess. But I'm trying to point out that let women know the men they married first. If you married him, I mean, when you courted him, he doesn't know how to open doors. Most likely, he will not know how to open doors forever and ever.
Thank you, Omoto Milola. God bless you. She said it is not wrong to upgrade. That you see, we are talking about fixing something, right? If we're talking about fixing, we're trying to add things to us that was missing, and we're trying to take away things from us that were present. Take away bad things that were present, add things that are missing. That's what I'm just trying to say here. These are some little things. Sometimes compliment her looks and her character. In short, the woman's looks should be more complimented. Unbreakable came here last week and said, if you are fat, you become slim. No, look at me. I was size 6 when I got married. Now I'm struggling with 16. I have 4 children. And I thank God every day for the man I married.
Prophetess,
Every day.
that's upgrade. That's upgrade. If that's the upgrade we're talking about,
How
you
is
see, that's
the
the
upgrade?
upgrade.
I don't
Can I
feel
say,
comfortable sometimes in my body.
can I
Those
say
that know me
something?
know. If you see a picture of me before I got married, you're like, no, this is not her. I have 4 kids now. I don't feel comfortable. Imagine now if my husband starts treating me and not being, comfortable, feeling uncomfortable with how I look now. This is what is going on in marriage. I'm telling you that the men has to learn. The women will have personal struggles. We have personal struggles that we go through. I'm telling you. Now, when I had my fourth child, I'm going to say this is a tell-all thing. When I had my fourth child, I have 2 boys and 2 girls. I had a little prolapse. I think a little bladder prolapse or something. Do you know how uncomfortable I felt with that? Because of the push, I had to push out that child. I went to see my doctor and like, come on, I didn't have this. There are so many struggles that the women go through. The men, please let us do better. If there was anything every day, my husband, oh God, honey, do you know that sometimes when I'm with my husband, I ask him, I beg, am I still, is it, you're the best now, you're like, the woman has so many struggles mentally, physically, but the men tend to neglect these struggles. They are only bent on, I'm coming to the woman's side though. If we don't finish this today, next week we'll talk about the woman's side, what she needs to do. I will finish them when it comes to that side. But now let's talk about the men. We're trying to make it right. When last did you compliment her this thing? Are you the kind of husband that tells her, you don't today fat, oh? Or you now start dating another girl that has gone to fix her bum and everything, belittling your wife? There are so many women I cancel. Their husbands, they call women for where they be. Talk to women before them. How do you want such women now to feel? You understand? No matter how I try to lose weight today, I can't go back to size 6. No matter how I try to lose weight today, I can't go back to being the runway model that I was. This is someone that gone for beauty pageants and everything. I can't be there again. It is gone, it's gone. Because of, body changes. You cannot get back to that this thing. I'm responding to something that somebody said. Mama, please bring my brother down so I can speak. Okay, Unbreakable say he wants to come and fire everybody
No,
here.
no, no. Leave
Unbreakable,
Unbreakable.
hold
Leave
on.
Unbreakable alone. And
He
please,
said I
Mama,
should
allow
bring
these
you down
guests
so
to
he can
speak.
come
I
up
want
and
to hear the
speak.
guests. Let the
Okay.
guests speak. I want to hear the guests.
Uh-huh. Another thing is compliment her character too. She must not have excellent characters every time, but this one time she has a small character. Please compliment it. Before I continue with the men, I want to speak to I'll ask the both of you questions, but expensive lover, I was asking you, who is responsible for broken homes? The men were shifting it to women more than the government. So who do you think is responsible for this broken home? And what is happening? Why do we have broken homes? Why do we have failed marriages? Why is divorce rampant?
Woman of God, I appreciate you so much. I'll
Thank
be
you.
listening to what people have been saying, and man, a lot of things is going on in this world. Men are not doing what they're supposed to do. Men are called to be the head, but these days, some men are be the neck. So a
Okay.
lot of things is going on now. Because if the men are doing what they're supposed to do, women would have been under them, but they don't at all. I have a lot of experience, a lot. Like, let me give you an example. In South Africa right now, you will see a guy, went to the
You are in
Nigeria,
US, right?
yeah,
I know
but in
everybody
South
we have
Africa.
here is in US. Mm-hmm.
So over there, you will see a guy went to Nigeria and tell a lady, I want to marry you. I have this, I have that. I'll do this, I'll do that, everything. By the time they married and go back to South Africa, it become a different thing altogether, my dear.
Hmm.
You see men change like a lion, maltreating their women,
In South Africa?
treating them bad. Yeah,
Why?
treating them bad. Just make them like a slave, you know,
Hmm.
because in South Africa, their women are like easy to mingle with.
Oh, okay.
So
South
they
Africa
expect
women.
our Nigerian women to behave the way South Africans are behaving, but it's not gonna work,
Hmm.
So a lot of things cost from a man.
Hmm.
They're not holding their home the way they're supposed to hold it. They're causing
Mm-hmm.
a lot of havoc in their home. Some cheat, some misbehave, some beat their wife. So a lot
Uh-uh.
of things is going on, my dear. Some beat their wives. So a lot of things is causing a broken home. You know,
Somebody say you guys do worse than them, madam. On here,
it's not
say
possible.
you do worse than them.
It's not possible because it's what you give the woman, you take back. If you give her love, you take back love. If you give her happiness, you take back happiness. You know, but when you treat her bad, do you expect her to take bad? No, now.
So do you think that when a man is treating a woman bad in marriage, the woman should treat the man bad,
That what
back?
the woman, yeah, that what the man bring on the table. You know, that's what the man bring on the table.
So if a man treats you bad, you treat him bad in return.
Yes, so yes, my dear.
But that's not what
If
the
you if you if
Bible
you
is telling
give
us
him
now.
happiness, you give him happiness.
Somebody saying Cameroon women beats men. I beg you,
Yeah,
people make me
yeah.
laugh.
Just to be honest and to be sincere, we are all human beings. Yeah,
Prophetess, here's a
we are
problem
all
that
human beings because if you cannot give me a problem, I will give you
prophetess,
happiness. How does it work?
here's the thing that we
How
see,
does it
and
work?
this is
But
one of the
your
things that
marriage
we
should
see.
not be as a reaction of what the man gives you. It should be what God is telling you. God has said you, the woman, submit to your
That's why I'm
husband as
saying,
unto the
yeah,
Lord.
women.
He's the
Yeah,
head.
that's why I said the woman will submit, but the man will not give her that chance. He will still, because he's a submission woman, he will try to press her
Come to the
more
camera.
and
I'm not
more.
seeing you very well.
You know,
You said because it's a what?
I said because the Bible says submit. That submission, a man use it against a woman to bring him, bring her down.
No,
Because if you
no,
see a, they will shit on top of you.
no,
They will maltreat you
no,
because you are so loyal to them.
no,
You
no,
know,
no,
because some men like a hard woman.
no,
You get what I mean now?
no.
But that's one that submits to you. You belittle the person and maltreat the person as if it's not no go area.
That's bad. Submission does not mean maltreatment. But what do you have to say, UG lover? Let me hear from the other my beautiful daughter here.
Hey, how
What do you
you
have to
doing,
say?
everyone?
Good. Hi.
Yes, my name is Yetunde. And if there's one thing I'm gonna say is I was once married before, though I'm young, but I got
Mm.
married early.
Oh.
And I would say that now going back to the story you were talking about, Adam,
Mm-hmm.
the same thing that happened in the Garden of Eden is still happening till
That's
date.
right.
Mm.
That's right. That's
A
right.
lot of men, Adam was there. Because before I used to think, oh, maybe Adam was not there and everything until I read deep and I realized he was literally there. Now, it means that a lot of men are not governing their home. They are absent, even though they are physically there. They are
That's
absent.
what I said. You see,
And
another woman is confirming
another
what I just said.
thing that I also notice, if the Bible says, husband, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Now, I always say something, I can never love a man. My job as a woman is to respect that man, and his job is to love me. Now, I always say I will never marry a man I can never respect. I once married a man that I will not say I have feelings for him. I was young. I don't want to be sleeping around. So I told myself, okay, the first man, the man I'm going to have something with is who I'm going to be with. And to the glory of God, I ended up thinking with my own little mindset then, because I was 21, thinking that, oh, if I lose my virginity to my husband, God will bless me. I will have the best marriage. See, in as much as indeed it's important to have happiness from within, but also understand, sir, ma, that the person that you marry can destroy every atom of
God
happiness
bless you.
in you.
You're right, my dear.
Whether they have now, whether there is happiness, you can come from the best upbringing, like have the best parents. But the person, that's why I asked someone, I said, who is raising this man? When I wanted to leave my marriage, I remembered a lady, because my ex-husband and I were having issues. it was
Somebody say,
9 years
why
older than me.
can't you love your husband?
It was
No, continue with the story.
it was
Yeah.
way older than me. He's 9 years older than me. I got married young, and I remember then I found out I had chlamydia. Mind you, I've never met any other person except for this person.
Mm.
And being another thing I want to say is, as a woman, I'm going to go back to the story. As a woman, forget when because we always end up spending money on wedding than marriage. Now, as a woman, if there's one thing I've learned over the years and experience that I've had in in my ex marriage and even in relationship that I've been in, is that we're always too excited about having a ring than realizing, okay, what spirit is possessing this
That
individual.
man or the
Because
woman. Mm-hmm.
I told someone, I say we are all spirit beings. The only difference between me and an ant and a bird is that I am in a human form.
An
He said he
entity.
created us in his own image.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, it means that I am a representative of God. Now, the spirit
Correct.
that possess me might not possess the other
Yeah.
person. Now, the
There are
question is,
demons everywhere.
if you're looking at the physical aspects, oh, I want a tall guy, I want a 6 feet, I want a this, you should actually be asking yourself, what spirit is living in Brother John? Brother
Yes.
John, a nice person. See, someone said, oh, there are some people that they've been nice to people. I changed. There's nothing called change. People don't just change like that. People are who they are.
Personally, I
Accept
tell
them for
people
who
that
they
if
are.
you have a guy that is tall, is handsome, is yellow,
Yes, ma'am.
fair and handsome like the one we have here, don't just grill. Take him for deliverance first.
Now, going back to the story I was talking before I deviated. I got married thinking, okay, being a virgin means the Bible talked about the five virgins. So I was thinking, being a virtuous woman and everything, I was going to have the best marriage, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you, my ex-husband was cheating back to back. He cheated
Oh
to
my
the
God.
extent that one of the female women that he had in his life was calling him, and they were talking on the phone right beside me. You understand?
Wow.
And they were talking right beside me. And I remember then when I found out that I had chlamydia, I asked them. I said, because I remember I was bleeding, and the doctor said, "Oh, I went to do STI test." The lady, a female church lady
I
of
don't know
mine,
if it's
she
your
was like,
network that is bad. If you're not, your network is not bright. I need to see you clearly as
"Oh,
you're
okay."
talking. Are you, is it like cloudy your side?
Before, but not anymore.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think I can see you a little visible now.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. So I remember this church lady, she was like, your ex-husband is a dog. Go and do tests. I
Wow.
went to do tests only to find out I had chlamydia. I asked this guy, and he's still, when someone uses reverse psychology on you, and then you still have to ask yourself, is everything okay? In as much as I know I've never had anything with any other person, I was still asking myself, did I mistakenly, did anybody drugged me? You understand, man? That was how bad it was.
Mhm.
Now, the thing I'm trying to say here is that as a woman, number one, have your job, have your dreams, and have your goal. Someone asked, why can't I love a man? The Bible says that women, I believe that men appreciate when women respect them. Because a lot of
Then
people
love
that
them.
don't love them, believe. That's my with what I've seen.
Oh,
Now, going back to what I was saying, my ex-husband and I we were about to separate. So a lady took me to a church that I'm not going to mention the name, and they were like, oh, they were going to cancel us. Mind you, I went to work. I got back. They already canceled my ex-husband, and I was like, wait, so the person that is my ex-husband, where is he? And they were like, oh, they already canceled him. I said, that's not how canceling is being done. The two parties has to come together, and then we have to make sure that one person is not lying on the other person. If there will be peace, to make sure that you guys are doing the right thing. And what would the pastor say? He read Isaiah 4 verse 1 to me. That 7 women will click to one man. I went back to
what?
my Bible. I'm telling you, man. So I'm saying that this man was encouraging that whatever he's doing, I should take it. That it is
What?
in the nature of a man. If you notice the other time I said,
Ooh.
man, that if my husband, if I marry and he cheats on me, we will discuss open marriage. Because I've realized that some people, you need to learn, you need to walk inside the shoe. As long as you are comfortable in whatever you are doing, let someone else walk the same work that you're walking, so that you know how it feels.
Meaning,
Because
if the
I'm
man
so
is cheating, the woman should cheat on him.
that I'm not saying that I'm advising. I say personally, because I remember while I was married, I was going mad. I was pulling my hair on the street. I was talking to myself.
Somebody is saying, have you been finding the single life easy? What
I
do you mean,
have.
blend,
I
yeah, or
have.
what, bien
I
flair?
have.
Come on.
Since I've been single, since I have been single, I was able to have a business. I was able to have assets. While I
You
was
have a
married,
shipping company. That's a big deal,
yes.
girl.
Before I go, by the time when I was married, I
He
had
said you're lying.
nothing. I had nothing on me. I had nothing on me. But to God be the glory, I am where I am today, because at the end of the day, I
Glenn
realized
Faye, shame on you. So
when
you're
we
happy her husband cheated on her. You're
And
saying
it's
now is she finding
see the
life
same thing I've been
easy?
saying.
Come on.
You see the
and
same thing I've been
now we
saying.
are
It's
going
That you
women.
back
see
to
a loyal woman, a submissive one, the man would like to press the person down.
Prophetess,
That's
can I
what's going on.
speak? Can I say something? Can I say
No, let
something?
me
Okay, go
ask
ahead.
her a question personally before you. So right now, you said you discuss open marriage. If you are married now, and I'm not even seeing your camera is cut the other side. I'm not
Yeah,
even seeing
yeah,
here.
yeah.
So look at her, a very beautiful person. I'll find
thank you,
I'll
man.
find a good husband for this my daughter here. People should stop messing around. She's hardworking. So now, if you're married and the man cheats on you, you're saying open marriage. Would you cheat back on him?
Now, the reason why I said, okay, would I? Now, let me go back to the reason why I say that. Then I'm going to
Because of
back
what
up
you've
with
been through.
an answer. Now, one thing I've realized after my marriage with the people that I've dated, because mind you, I didn't date. I
You're a
didn't. I,
virgin.
yes, I was a virgin when I got married. So now
Men don't like good things.
I
So.
I
realized
know.
that, you know
You're
what?
right.
The thing in order for me to be able to keep my sanity, like I said, I was losing it. I went through postpartum depression. I went through a lot after having my son. So I went through so much for a young girl, and knowing fully being the only one here, no family, nothing, all by myself. Now I told myself, I said, okay, God forbid I find myself in this situation. God forbid
This Ben
I
Flay,
find
you're
myself
not normal. He
in
said
this
Israel
situation.
DM. Well, sorry, my daughter. Ben Flay said Israel DMW married a virgin too. Then he's laughing. He said you should have achieved even more if you were still married to the man. So you're saying she should have stayed with a man that has been giving her STIs? What is wrong with you people now? She needed
So going
her
back,
sanity. I'm
going
not
back to
advising
what
the divorce, but come on.
going back to what I was saying, the question you asked me, ma. The truth is, whoever that is test, that's what I mean. Whenever a guy asks me out or we are talking, I go on your page because it gives me a little bit of understanding of who you are. Because
Yes.
me, I know myself, I cannot deal with it again. One person, I told my ex-husband, I said the same way you came to this world is the same way I came to this world. We might be two different gender. I have never disrespected you. I've always honored you, and you've done everything possible just to make sure to humiliate me. So therefore, I just keep my space. Now we still go back and forth. But even till this morning, my pastor was still trying to help us to rectify some issues, even after 6 years.
Is it the same pastor that told you that
No, no, no,
seven
no, no,
shall cling to one?
no, no, no,
Okay,
no, no,
another
no,
one.
no. He
So it means the man is not even satisfied where he is. He wants to come back.
he was telling me, I don't know if that is fact. He's married, he has 2 kids right now. I don't know if that is fact. Well, I don't really busybody into people's personal life. I just believe that maybe we owed each other a child, and that was just it. Whatever it was meant to be, whatever phase I had passed through, that was it. I'm not
Another
going to say, oh,
woman now
he's
marry that
happy.
man. Oh, hi.
I'm not going to say, oh, he's happy or he's not happy. He might actually be happy. One man's meat is another man's poison.
Maybe
You
he's
understand,
changed.
man? So he might actually be happy. And he might have, well, could he have changed with the way he interacts with me? I don't think so. But, like I said, I don't judge because I'm not, the Bible said that we should not judge so that we shall not be judged. So I don't judge anybody. Now, going back to the question you asked me, man, would I even like, if I get married right now and then my husband cheats, will I cheat? Hmm. It's hard. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. When people come into my life and they want to gain um entrance into my life, I tell you, whatever you do to me, just have it in mind. that if I do this thing to Yetunde, there is a tendency she will do 2 times. Even as much as I'm not going to do it. Do you understand, ma? But just have it at the back of your mind that if this girl finds out that she might end up doing worse than me. So I already put it out there for you. Meaning that you already know what you're signing up for. Now, if I now do it, now let's assume that okay, oh, I got married, my husband don't cheat, and then all of a sudden he cheated on me. I always give a minute of grace because I want to know what really happened. It, could it be me? What have I done? Maybe was I nagging too much? Because sometimes, just as a woman and as a man, you can be doing some things that maybe all of a sudden the love, the feeling just goes dies like that. You understand? I want to give you a moment of grace. Now, when I realize now that it's now a pattern, now we are going to have a discussion. We're going to talk. Because now I've realized, okay, this is the pattern. If this is the life you want to choose, no problem. I'm not going to argue with you. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to have open marriage. Whatever you want to do, do it. Because at the end of the day, I don't want it. And as long as you're using protection, we are good. Nobody's bringing anything to anybody. Now, unless we will have to, life is all about choices, either divorce or open marriage. And then you make your choice. Life is all about choices because the truth is, imagine as a father. Sir, you're a father. I don't know whether you're a father or not. You train your daughter, right? You train your daughter in the way of God. You train your daughter. You did everything possible just to make sure that this child grows up well. And then have a man come into our life only just his assignment is just to tarnish, to destroy. There are some men that will come into your life just to destroy.
Zikora is supporting you. She said, make your choice. It's either you stay faithful or we both cheat or what.
Okay. So let me point
So
out. Let
let
me
us
look at.
finish this illustration, please. That you get your father and
And
you
then
know you have a child.
you have a son-in-law that beats your daughter, right? He beats your daughter to stupor. Now, what would be your advice? Would your advice be, you know what? Back in the days, women, you just endure it. Or your daughter marries a man that is sleeping around. One day she not carry HIV,
Mm.
and she has been treating infection before. So I'm asking you, sir, as a father. I'm not here to argue with anybody or say that whatever you're saying, everybody is entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
This is a platform whereby people share their opinion. You cannot just push
Right.
agenda to people. You understand?
Ben Fle
As
said
a
in that case he's a
father,
dead man. So
what
now as a
is your
father, now you're
opinion?
protecting your
Okay, so
daughter. You know, see, I'm
she asked me a question.
partial.
She asked me a question. Let me answer your question. Number one, I want to first of all look at expensive lovers' point of view. This philosophy of that men are mad, that they just start things for no reason, that they are not commanded. First of all, I want to also look into the idea of the theory of the master slave dynamics. If a woman doesn't want to be led, you cannot lead her. End of story. Let's get that right now because there's a lot of women who want marriage but don't want to be led. Let's get that right. So if you are now blaming men, saying you are not the head, you cannot be the head. Head is a figurative thing. There's nothing like a gun point or you're using a chain to is a figurative thing. A lot of women want this, like someone said it here. A lot of this sister said that a lot of women want the excitement of marriage, but do not want to be led. And if that happens to a man, you're done. Now the
She
other,
asked you a question because of time.
yeah,
Can you
yeah.
just
So
answer her, like if you would you accept
quick question,
your daughter's husband to cheat on her
quick question.
or to hit her?
Quick thing, I'm going to use my sisters because she used very personal things. So I use my sisters as an example. I'm going to give you my own family thing. When my sisters wanted to get married, they didn't listen to my father anymore. I see that all the time. When they want to get married, it's like a kind of madness comes on them. They say, it's this man or I will die.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. When that thing happened, my father is a professor of a university. My dad, the people came and advised my father to say, take hands off. Me, myself, I was like, I know this guy. I know this guy. You'll be a better person. I know this guy. She said it's him or she will die. So what can you do? At that point, I can tell you most of us here, when you brought your husband to, there were questions. People said, why is it this guy? This guy, and you swore it
So
must be
are you
this
saying
person.
you will not support? Would you stand up for your daughter if her husband is
If
cheating
he's
on her?
cheating, the marriage should end
Eh,
immediately.
So
okay.
you don't support cheating as a man.
No,
You don't
no,
know. You see,
no, I
and
don't.
most men
So
cheat.
so if your daughter come now and said, "Daddy, my husband is cheating on me,"
Let it end. Let it end because her life is in danger from
Thank
that moment.
you.
Her life is in
so
danger from
why
that point on.
is blame Flair? Blame Flair, shame on you. A man has represented you people. He's not in
No, no, no,
support
no,
of
no. I'm not
cheating.
in support of cheating.
Okay,
I'm not in support of cheating.
that's good.
If she says this man, because the other woman can easily organize your daughter to be killed in that house.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of things, a million and one things can go wrong from that moment on. But my problem is when you brought forward this man, what happened? A lot of the times you hear the story. I talk about my own sisters when they brought forward the men. We say this, they say they will
Woman of
die
God,
inside it.
Yes.
I want to put on
Uh-huh.
something.
Uh-huh.
You see, all these things we're talking about, all this.
Unbreakable. So you say you know green. Next week you will join me.
You
We are about to close
see,
now.
you see, all these things we're talking about. Eh? It still lies on one particular point. You know, men, men, men will have these days. This new generation is no longer the real men we have in old days. You know, men these days they do a lot of things, a lot of things. That's why they have broken home. That's
A
why they
lot of
have
things
a
like
lot of,
what?
yeah, like this. You cheat one, you cheat two. Why? And they keep on, cheating and cheating. You know that kind of thing. So it's
Ever
not.
on
It's
year
still
rest.
men that caused
On
all
year
these
rest, I can't
issues
accept more
on a
people
woman's
because we're
life.
already four.
You hear
I
my
see
sister now,
everybody that
what
is
she just
requesting
said
me.
about the ex-husband. Everything lies on the man.
Mm.
She was a virgin. She came to the marriage. She was decent. She was obedient. She was loving, cared,
And
but
he's still
still the
cheating
man
everywhere.
suppressed
Gave her
himself.
STI,
Suppressed
self.
her. Yeah. So men are. I don't know how to put it.
What if your husband needed help? That is still what we're talking about. What if he needed help? Next week, I'm going to come back with this same topic and I'm going to tell us more on what if the man needs help or what
What
if
if?
the woman needs
Oh,
help.
Okay.
Yes.
you know,
See you
Because we are
next week.
neglecting
See you next
spiritual
week. Because
aspect of marriage. And that is where I'm going to go next week. What if they needed help? What if the best solution was to work with them
men
to get
need
help
to work
than
on
quick
themselves.
uh,
one, ma. See, this is
you
one thing
say
I've
the
learned.
woman should not work on the
Men
man?
This is one thing I've learned.
just go and work on themselves.
This
Hold
is
on,
one
let
thing
me hear.
I've learned.
Let me hear, expensive lover. You
Okay.
said the man should work on himself. The woman should not work on the man.
The man himself should go and work on himself
But we
first.
as the men are expected to work on
Eh?
you.
Work
But we
on
as the men
yourself
are
first
expected
as
to
a
work on
man.
you.
Yeah, restructure yourself as a man
Okay,
and
but
plan
you
yourself
expect the
well as a
men to work
man.
on you. You
You
expect
know,
the men to work on you.
work on yourself, man.
No, no, I'm
Men should
asking
go
you, do
and
you
work on
expect the
themselves.
men to work on you as a woman? Do you expect the men to work on you?
Men should go and work for themselves first.
Let
Okay,
me
Structure their life first.
expect the men
one
to
minute.
work on you because you
Put
cannot
things
have
well
men.
first
Oh, see,
before any other
prophetess,
thing.
prophetess, here's the
Because
thing,
a
prophetess,
woman cannot
prophetess.
work on yourself.
See, prophetess,
It's you that work
here's the
on
problem.
yourself. It's
Prophetess, here's
you.
the problem. You cannot have a man who is on himself whole going to pick a woman who is on whole, and then they now tell the man to work on the woman when he doesn't have a degree in psychotherapy. If the man doesn't have a degree on being able to work with toxic women, because there's a lot of toxic women out there that want men to come and work on them as if they have degrees in psychotherapy, it's not going to work either.
Guys,
So you can tell men,
work on
That's
yourself.
why
no,
Have
I
it.
no, no.
said they should work on themselves. Men should go home and work on themselves, restructure their life, put things in order.
But it's the
Men,
Effortless.
woman's job to do now. Wait, hold on, my daughter. Is it not the woman's job to help the
my
man
dear,
restructure his life?
They
let the
don't
man
want
first
any
go and work on
help. They want to
himself.
just
Because
walk
if
in
the man
red
did not work
carpet.
on himself, a woman cannot work on him. So let the man go and work on himself first.
Madam, for
Okay?
us men, we men don't
Okay?
suffer because our job is
He said,
having,
Oga, Madam,
we men
Oga,
don't
the
suffer
both
because
of you are.
we've gotten our houses together and everything. You go and pick up a toxic woman and bring her in, and she's going to
He
judge you
said, Madam, she
on.
said, Oga.
You see, as she will judge you on that you did not deal with toxic behavior. A lot of men are being judged right now that we did not tolerate toxic behavior, and it's not right.
Only
If you're
2% of
toxic by
the
nature,
mighty God.
you know, I mean,
What do
Ah.
you have to say, my daughter? What do you have to say?
So here's what I'm going to say. Amos 3:3 say, "Can two work together unless they agree?" That's
Mm-hmm.
what the Bible says. And in marriage, it takes two. They say to tango. He say when two people fight, guess who suffers it? The ground. the ground suffers
No,
it.
it's not a woman's job to seek help for the man. That's what somebody is commenting.
it,
I'm
um
hearing.
the ground suffers it. When two people fight, the ground suffers it, especially when there's children involved. Now let's
Which is
now
the
take away
ground.
before the children get in. As a woman or as a man, try and learn how to indicate when somebody has a narcissistic disorder, because that thing is,
Why are you so coming to the things I want to say in this? Yeah, continue.
try
Yeah.
and figure out when people have narcissistic disorder.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-husband had that, because I
Yeah.
used to ask myself, there must be a name for all of this
Yes.
display that he's displaying.
Yeah.
Once I started reading and learning about it,
Yes.
then I had a female friend. That girl has, I used to say something that, as a lady, if I have a brother, God will never allow me to introduce this girl to my brother. Do you understand, ma?
Yeah.
Because I've learned to realize that, see, this narcissistic disorder
Yes.
is in both gender.
It's in both gender.
So
Yes.
when you
Some of them are
when you
not.
fall
Yes. Blame me
victim
for them and blame them for
of this type
Yeah.
of people, see, let's be realistic. To be frank, it takes two to tango. We
Somebody
both
said,
have to
let's be
work.
factual. Don't you miss your ex-husband?
Hey,
Benflay, stop it. She does not.
we
Stop
both
it.
we both as a couple, two, the Bible says two shall become one. That's
Mm-hmm.
what the Bible says. The two shall become one. So that means that whatever mistake you make, I make. Whatever mistake I make, you make.
Have you guys heard what I started with this show? What I said? She's saying it the
So
same thing.
at the end
And
of the day, there
I'm
is
happy that
this
a man
thing
is
is right.
submitting to what we are saying.
No,
Bless God today. We
see,
have somebody who is repenting on this. With
come
God,
on now, come
yeah.
on
hallelujah,
now, come on now.
hallelujah. Thank you,
I
Jesus.
am one thing about me, and I'll say this very right, is when the logic is correct, I'll accept the logic when it's
Don't
correct. But
worry. This year, me personally,
I'll
I'll give you a
accept the
wife.
logic when
Don't
it's
worry.
correct. But the problem
No,
that
he
we're
has a wife
having,
already.
No, he's
the
not
problem
married.
we're
He's
No, he
having,
divorced.
has a wife
I'll give
already.
him a wife
but
this year.
the problem that I have right now is the one of expensive lovers case where you come up
Yeah,
and start giving me stories.
I'm still standing on what I
No,
said.
I don't say that you're
Yeah,
entitled
I'm
to
still standing on what
opinion,
I said.
but I have a
It,
problem with a toxic person coming. This secret, a lot of women secretly are toxic already, and they're coming
Look,
in and they're saying the
Mama,
men
you
are
have changed
bad
my
because the
brother's
men won't
mind.
tolerate.
Yes.
You know, they say the men are bad because we won't tolerate the behavior. See, the problem with the whole situation is, for example, you insult me. For this, my sister says that respect is very important. You insult me, and then you now expect a Range Rover later on your birthday, and it didn't happen, and now you're unhappy in the
yeah.
marriage. It makes no sense. And that is a lot of women are unhappy after they destroyed their own marriages. They come up unhappy and they now say it's the man. No,
Bros, Oga, what caused that insult? There something was caused that insult. It just cannot just came from heaven. So
see, one thing about maturity is this: there's
yeah,
certain things, there's certain lines you don't cross with your wife, and there's certain lines you don't cross with your husband. I don't care what
Okay.
happens. I don't
Let's
care.
leave.
Wait.
I
1 minute.
expensive lover.
Untouchable say, I will tell the lady on white her fault. First and foremost, you don't know me. You don't ever know my marriage. You don't know what happened. I'm just giving a little
Leave the
bit
people
of
in the
what happened.
chat. They are just
just
So,
leave the
so
chat.
leave the
Leave
chat.
the
yes.
chat.
Just
Leave it
Okay.
leave
now.
So
expensive. What's his name? Leave
yeah, but for
unbreakable. Just
me
leave it. I
personally,
know him. That's his name.
I believe that once you are married, money, even financially, the two, the Bible already says it, the two shall become one already.
So
So
you'll
that
be
is
joining me more often for this thing. I love your
already.
idea about life, and for you to be able to have the only man we still have on this session nod his head in agreement to what we have been saying. I am very happy and I feel honored. I
Thank you,
feel
man.
blessed because I mean these are people that already have their ideas about so many things, and I see that we've been able to touch him too in some aspect. We may not totally agree to everything, but I'm happy he's at least agreeing to some. God bless you. You're here representing the men, and shame on all those men that are shouting.
For
Shame
me, all I
on
would
all
say,
those men that are shouting on the comment section saying we've deceived the man. We did not deceive him. Women has won, and we are winning in Jesus' name. I
see,
have a question for expensive lover before we close. We're talking about table. I see you talking so much. You as the woman, expensive lover, what do you bring to the table?
Women of God, what do you want me to bring on the table?
you
What do you
see,
want me to bring on the
this,
table?
you see,
I
this is
cannot.
why, you
I'm
see,
Hold
coming,
on.
Oga.
you
I'm
see,
coming.
you see,
I don't know what you are. I can't bring anything on the table. Man,
you see,
my
look,
husband have to bring everything on the table. You bring the car on the table, the money on the table, the beautiful house on the table, the duplex on the table, even myself, you will bring me on the table
Oh,
to eat inside the table.
uh-uh.
So I'm not bringing, yeah, I'm not meant to bring anything
You
on
see?
the table.
You see?
I'm meant to help to eat what is on the table.
You see? You see? You see? You see?
Okay, hold
Madam, this
on.
is why.
Hold
Let me
on.
tell you.
Okay,
Wait. I need to
Prophet.
hear her
Sorry,
very
sorry. By the
well.
way, it's
okay,
prophetess.
Hold
Sorry, it's
on.
prophetess. Sorry, it's
Hold on.
prophetess.
I need to hear her very well. I
okay.
asked you, what does the woman bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? And you said they have to bring you two to the table.
Yeah, they have
Well,
to
what did
bring,
you?
I don't need to bring anything on the table.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
If the
Uh-huh.
man will bring everything I needed on the
Uh-huh.
table, you bring the car on the table,
Uh-huh.
the building,
Uh-huh.
the happiness,
Uh-huh.
the luxurious thing on the table. Even me, I'm bringing on the table to eat what he keeps on the table.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they are bringing you two to the table to eat what he has already
On
kept
the
on the
table,
table.
yes.
Prophetess.
Yeah.
Prophetess. And forgive me
It's
for.
okay. We'll continue this talk
Uh-huh.
next time. Next week we'll continue on this
Yeah.
discussion.
Because I have to eat what is on the table.
See,
Yeah.
see what we're
For me
dealing with. See what people
personally,
are
Wait.
for
dealing
me
with.
Yeah.
You see
I
personally,
what
know.
people are
No,
dealing with.
every other thing we are past time.
You
This is
see, you
more than
see,
1 hour,
you
30 minutes.
see.
So
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
thank you so
next
much.
week
I
we'll discuss
appreciate because I
on
have to wait to eat what is on the table.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
next
Uh-huh.
week
Yeah.
we'll discuss.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
We'll
I
continue on
appreciate
this
you, Pastor.
discussion
Uh-huh.
behind every failed marriage.
All right.
And any woman that comes, the first thing I'll ask is what you bring to the
All right.
table. And next week, I'm also going to tell us more, about marriages, what the man has to do to make sure the marriage doesn't fail, and what the woman has to do. I have a lot of these all down. This is a ministry to me. When I say it's a ministry, I have to study, I have to hear from God on what do your children have to hear? What can change the minds of your children? And I have so much. Now, there's so much we do in marriages to keep it in harmony. The man has failed, the woman has failed, and that is why there is a failed marriage. The marriage don't fail, we both fail to make it work. God bless you as we see and as we meet again next week, Saturday, the same time,
Thank you
7
so much.
p.m.
thank
7 p.m.
Prophetess,
Nigerian
thank
time and
you.
1
Yeah,
p.m.
bye.
CST. And God
Bring
bless
something
you
on the
so much,
table. Oh.
Dreamlight.
Prophetess, thank you so much. Thank you.
Why are
All
you
right.
still
Thank you so much.
mentioning table?
Because I want to eat something on the
Uh-huh.
table.
Uh-huh.
Eh,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
eh.
Uh-huh.
God will bless all
I'm
of
blessed
you. God will bless you
you
so
too.
much.
All
Your
right.
homes are
Bye.
blessed, your
Thank you,
marriages are
prophetess.
blessed, your
Bye-bye.
businesses are
Bye.
blessed. God bless you. Bye bye.